I forgot my water. Actually, technically, I already have water. I'll just drink this dusty goblet water. It's fine. I'll live. Polly will be here. He's going to be a little bit late, though. That's why we had to push the show back a little bit later than we typically would, because Polly wasn't going to be home until like 9:15 his time, which would be 8:15 my time. So we are going live at 8 o'clock. He'll be here in 15 minutes. If he's not, then you get to yell at him. Okay? Okay. Good. In the meantime, I'm just going to real quick render this video that's going live later tonight at midnight that I'm probably going to regret posting because, well, not regret, but it's probably going to bite me in the ass a little bit because, of course, it will. Because, well, you see, chat, sometimes Weebo says things that people don't agree with. Even people in her audience don't agree with. And as a result, well, shit happens. It'd be like that. So let me just right quick type out the name of this thing. The Tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. I'm just kidding. It's not that. It's more along the lines of a... Oh, I started writing it, though. It's more of a serious topic. It's a follow-up to a video that I made almost more than a year ago, actually, at this point, because it's November, and I made it back in September, and you can probably figure it out really easily what the video was if you just went back through the backlog, or what the video would be kind of about if you just went to the backlog. Anyway, it's exporting. And no, it will not be a video where the donators and the patrons get to see it first. It's going to be one that everyone gets to see at the same time because it's time sensitive. So if I had gotten it done before today, patrons would have been able to see it today. But because I didn't, and I'm getting it done today, everyone gets to see it at midnight when it goes live, because it has to go live before business hours on Monday, like normal business hours, not Weebo business hours. It's why publish a video that people might not agree with. So Marcin Johansson, the reason why I would publish a video that would get me into hot water with my audience is, well, not all of my audience, but the side of my audience that maybe didn't consider certain things. And I think this time, okay, I don't want to like give it away. I don't want to. Because I worked hard on it. And also, if I like blow my load too soon, then the whole like build up to the thing is just gone. I'll say this. Sometimes Weebo has hot takes, and those hot takes are not agreed upon by certain members of our audience. Because certain members of the audience don't see eye to eye with Weebo and everything. Oh my gosh, that's how conversations work. Duh. I'm not going to always agree with you on every single individual aspect of anything. We're going to have a disagreement. Even if I have an agreement with you on one thing, we will disagree about something else. Or the nuances of something else. But that doesn't mean we can't have that discussion. And that doesn't mean that we should just put Weebo up against a wall with the other traders because she disagrees with us on something. That was a comment I received on the last video that I uploaded on this topic. So hopefully this goes a little bit better because it's an hour away from, or not an hour, a year out from the last time that Weebo posted about this topic. So we'll see. Hey, look at who's here. Holly, you're early. Well,
hello.
Kind of. How are you?
How's it going?
How are you going? Are you chewing on something?
No.
Did you say that like, no, I'm absolutely not, or no, I can't believe you caught me?
Yeah, red-handed. I don't know what to do with myself. The shame. The shame.
How dare you, Polly? The audacity. He's either Polly is underwater or he's eating. No, he's just a hungry boy. I get it. Busy life, busy otter. You know.
This is the first time I'm eating today.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Polly.
I know.
It is 9 o'clock, 9:05 your time.
Uh-huh.
In the evening, sir. What time do you wake up?
8:30.
In the morning?
Uh-huh.
So I bet you're pretty ravenous then, in that case.
I'm pretty what?
Oh, so you're pretty ravenous, is that a safe assumption?
I'm actually not even that hungry. It's just been so long. I figure I rationally decided it's probably time to eat something.
That's fair, I guess. I've known a few people in my time. I myself have, in fact, had the sensation of just not feeling super hungry and then just not eating for long periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What aroma of candle do you have?
Ooh, okay, all right. You're gonna be super psyched with the aroma. Not. So this one is called Pumpkin Spice Patch.
Well, right season, I guess.
I got it from the Home Depot. It doesn't actually smell like pumpkins or pumpkin spice. It honestly, it smells like mulled cider, which I love, which is why I bought it, because it doesn't smell like pumpkin spice. It smells like mulled cider.
Mulled cider is pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, I agree.
Yeah, so like if it had smelled like pumpkin spice, I probably wouldn't have gotten, but because it smelled like my absolute favorite scent in the whole world, Mama's got to have it.
Are you a mulled wine lady for Christmas too?
I've had mulled wine before. Like when we had a holiday party at the old house when I lived with Balik, we had a holiday party. We had mulled wine. It was great. Okay, I'm going to turn up the lights over here. Give me 1 sec. I've only ever had it the one time though, and it was out of a crock pot.
That's fine, whatever. Dan Foreman asks, is that hard cider right here? It was.
Yes.
Hard cider opening anyway.
This one, I think it cost me like $18 for this one candle.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Has it been a long burner?
Yeah, it has. Surprisingly.
You should get your value. Getting your value out of it.
Yeah, I burn it every single time I'm on side quest, and I got this maybe 3 months ago. So. 2 or 3 months ago. She a long burner. So I've been asked to regale you and the chat with the story of the tenant dumpsters, the dumpster tenant.
Yeah, I saw that. I would like to be regaled myself with the tenant dumpsters.
All right, let me pull up the picture so that the people can see what it is that I'm so dissatisfied, disgruntled about. There it is. She got him. There we go. On today's episode of Tenants Are the Bane of My Existence, we have a Groot dumpster, which is my building's dumpster, by the way. And then a whole bunch of odds and ends and tidbits of Tupperware just right outside of where the dumpster is. So
bastards.
The story is not all that like exciting, but it irritated me to no end because I walk out of my building to go to the truck and we're about to head off for like dinner with my parents. And I see this right next to the dumpster. And this is not the first time, mind you, that I found crap just sitting aside the dumpster, not in the dumpster. And they just took the trash on Thursday. So this was yesterday. So it's not like the dumpster is overflowing right now. But This is not the first time that we've had a situation where the dumpster has been emptied or near empty and people have just taken their trash up until the very like last step of where they should have just put it inside the thing. Open the lid and place it inside the thing. And I'm trying to come up with scenarios in my head as to like explain away this nonsense because it's just sitting there right next to it.
What if they're
How
really short?
much that's what my thought was, is like there's a midget somewhere with an overabundance of Tupperware that they're trying to get rid of, but they can't reach the dumpster, so they just leave it there and wait for a new kind soul to just put it away for them. That's the only explanation I can think of, because it's the only one that makes sense in my head, because someone couldn't come around to the dumpster with their Tupperware and just open the lid, place it in the thing. And it's infuriating. Polly, I am upset. And it's not even useful Tupperware. There are no lids there. Not a whole lot, anyway. I'm super salty about it. Because I'm the one that has to put the Tupperware in the trash.
Why are you the one who has to do that?
Because I maintain the building. And part of the building is the trash.
Gotcha.
Like, they will charge us extra if not all the trash that can be in the dumpster is in the dumpster, and they have to take away trash that is not in the dumpster. Like, I don't know if I told you the story of the shopping carts either. One evening, I came home to find that there were 3 shopping carts from 3 different grocery stores in the area just huddled around our dumpsters. All 3 of them, right there, in the vicinity of the dumpsters. What's going on? All 3 of them. So I'm like, well, maybe someone will come back for them. We don't know. Maybe a homeless person has a collection of shopping carts that they had that they need because reasons.
Right.
Maybe. I tried to be charitable. 5 days later, no one has taken these shopping carts. No one has done anything with them. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna. I tried to, we'll either throw them out, or I could just push them to other buildings in the area. Just distribute the trash. It's fine. We can all handle this together. Within 24 hours, Polly, all 3 of those shopping carts had found their way back to my dumpster. And they were getting filled with other shit.
I imagine somebody getting upset, coming along going, who moved our fucking our grocery carts?
So
that's their trash transport, Weebo.
Yeah, I guess. So my dad came out and he took the carts away and he returned them to their respective grocery stores, which is probably, a lot more effort than should have been done. Like, why take them from the grocery stores in the first place? Oh.
Because wheelbarrows are expensive, Weebo.
I fucking guess. I thought that grocery carts had little locking mechanisms on them that prevented them from, like, rolling outside the vicinity of the boundaries of their, like, grocery store. But that was ignorant.
What joint do you live in?
I thought this was a thing. I don't know why I thought this was a thing. I think I remember once upon a time.
I mean, they got the thing where you put the, like, the money in, and then you can unlock it. And if you want your money back, you got to return it. But
yeah,
that's all I've ever seen.
That's only at Aldi's. I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere else. Yeah, I should probably. We've been talking about setting up a camera for the last year now, but it has yet to happen because we have like 8 million other things to do. We have mold growing inside the male vestibule. Mold that is producing mushrooms on the brick face wall. Yeah. And we just had the exterminator by in the apartment across the hall from us because they had a cockroach problem, and the exterminator's coming back mid-December, and we're supposed to take all of our everything in the kitchen out from the cabinets so he can do a proper spray through and put it somewhere else. So that's going to be super fun. What else? What else can I complain about? Oh, yeah. The scar on my hand. That was from handling other people's trash, too.
How so? Was there broken glass in it or something?
Yeah, there was
like
broken glass.
Chemically burning? Or what?
I was taking other people's trash, glovelessly taking other people's trash and putting it into the dumpster because they had left it outside the dumpster. And I sliced open my hand doing that. Then my dad got me gloves. This is the solution. Great, thanks. And then the apartment across the hall too. They just signed a new lease. Well, 2/3 of them signed a new lease. So okay. Last time the exterminator came by. No, I'm sorry. When we had a gas leak, that was it. When we had the gas leak and someone called the People's Gas, we were going around trying to figure out who left their stove like open, I guess, because if you have a gas stove and you turn it, but you don't actually turn it on, it releases the gas without lighting it, and so it just kind of goes everywhere. And it's a problem because we have a pilot light for the boiler room, and if the gas travels all the way to the boiler room, or if it's allowed to travel all the way to the boiler room, and it hits that pilot light, boom! Big explosion. That's a problem. Anyway, so we're trying to smell the gas everywhere. We can't. And it smells like the majority of it's coming from the apartment across the hall from me and El Boyfriendo. And we're going in there because, gas leak. We have that right to as maintenance of the building. We're going into their apartment, and El Boyfriendo notices that there is a third bed in a 2-bedroom apartment. There are only 2 people on that lease, Polly.
Oh my God.
So he tells my dad, he's the landlord, and my dad's like, Mr. Jones is very grumpy at this point. Let me tell you.
Was it a bed or a fold-out couch bed?
Full-on bed. Like the living room was being used as a 3rd bedroom.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. So my dad, he investigates a little bit. Come to find out that this guy had been living in this apartment for the last year at least, according to his license. Because my dad does background checks on all of the tenants. Because he's like, it's not a super big deal to renew their lease because it's month to month, so you can just let someone else live there if they're okay with having 3 people to a 2-bedroom. It's fine. Not a big deal. But we let Dad know, and Dad does the background check. The guy's been living there for a year, which is a big problem because, one, how did he get keys to the apartment? You're not supposed to duplicate your keys. That's a big no-no for us because if there are extraneous keys lying around, it's
a problem.
It's a problem because then we have to change the locks. That's a several $100 expense. Not just the door locks for the apartments, but the door locks for the complex themselves too. So that's.
I mean, it says right on them, "Do not duplicate." Don't people respect anything anymore? My God.
But the other thing too,
what's wrong with the world?
Having someone living in the building that you own without them having been properly documented on the lease as living there, as existing there, that's a hazard because they didn't sign the lease, because Dad doesn't know that they're living there. Like, he could be liable for a whole bunch of shenanigans because they're on his property. And not to mention the lease itself says no subletting, and that technically qualifies as subletting. So it's a big no-no. Big no-no. So yeah, he got that taken care of, except he didn't, because when we were over there this weekend getting the exterminator, all 3 tenants were there. The 3 tenants that were supposed to be there. He had the lease. One of them went straight from the bathroom shower to his room, closed the door, and was on the phone for the next 6 hours or whatever. So he couldn't come out and sign his lease. So I still have to get a signature on that lease. So yeah, that's Weebo's adventures in tenant sitting, essentially. It's been an eventful last couple of days for me. I see all this landlord discourse on the Twitterverse with tenants being like, my landlord is evil, my landlord is the worst. And I'm like, but have you ever had to deal with a tenant or multiple tenants and the aftermath of that tenant and all of their shenanigans in between? Because I have. I'm over it. I want to move.
I'm totally over it. You sound it.
Yeah. But we got another, 2 years of this? 19 months. Because we're saving up for a house. So I've done the math. My spreadsheets has told me that we cannot leave until 19 months from now. So that's my story. How are you, Polly?
No, I'm fantastic.
Having a good time.
Did you see the cats safety video I posted to Twitter?
No, there's a cat safety video.
Yeah,
Polly,
it's from 1982. It's so bad. Far and I were watching like late 70s, early 80s commercials compilations, and we came like, it's so baffling. It was so I posted it without context. It's just
that's like no context at all. You just we're gonna watch
this. And it's funny because like at the end of it, you get like 3 or 4 seconds of memories. Yeah, and it's yeah, but there's no sound. But
I haven't turned it on yet.
Okay.
Do you want to? Is there anything else you want to tell us about this video before we watch it?
Well, it's about children's safety and like make sure you know where your kids are because they could get run over by cars, and then you hear memories at the end, and it's kind of like don't let your child become a memory, like you know.
Okay, let's watch this. Here, let's blow it up. Probably not the best phrasing, but all right, we'll just go with it.
An accident. An accident. The humans had an accident.
There was a child in the car.
A child. A child?
A child? Cats have 9 lives, children only 1. Help them live that life. Buckle them into a car seat. No one wants a child to become a memory.
Memory all alone in the moonlight.
Black History Month. I like how it ends on a Black History Month. Where did you find that?
It was a commercial compilation from October 26, 1984. Far and I watch weird shit on YouTube.
Apparently. Whew. And still better than the recent Cats movie. Yes, I agree. 100% as someone who's seen it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it really was.
Who's seen it. I think, didn't you watched it with me, Polly, didn't you?
Yes, I was there.
In fact, I think, did I make a review video? I think I did. I made a whole ass review video on Cats because I hated it so much. And I think it was some of my best work. Cats. Yep, I did. I absolutely 100% did. 100% likes. Yes! Some of my best work, I guess. Ugh. So any other interesting, exceptional moments in your day, Polly? No. Nothing exceptional happened?
No, nothing.
Just business as usual?
Yeah, just shit.
You don't have anything to complain about?
Oh, well, yeah, but that's not happening.
You're not going to complain?
Let me ask you a question. You just took off your glasses and you put them back on. So once you got glasses, you always wear your glasses. Mm-hmm. So do you like need them now? Or do you just
So
what's the deal there?
I need them to see. Like I needed them to see before I had the glasses. I just didn't realize that I needed them to see until did I tell you the story of how I realized I needed glasses?
Yes, but I'm not in a position to remember.
Okay. So I was going in for physical for my first official job out of college. Not the bartending job, because yes, technically that's a job, but I meant a job that could have turned into something more career-wise with the school district. And part of signing on with them was the drug test and the physical, because I want to make sure that I'm fit to do office work, I guess. And part of that physical involved a vision test. So she's testing me with the very basic can you see this? What do you see? What's on this line right here? And I'm reading it off. And she goes, yeah, you have like really shitty vision. You're farsighted or something. She gave me a very rough estimate based off of whatever litmus test she was using to determine crappy vision. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should go get checked. So that night, I asked my stepmom for like a reference, a referral to an eye doctor so I can get my vision checked, so I could see if like I needed a prescription or glasses officially. And I do that. And they tell me that I have astigmatism in both eyes. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And the doctor does...
What's astigmatism mean again?
So it's when your not your pupil, but the thing that absorbs light, the receptor or whatever, it's instead of shaped like a circle, it's shaped like a football for me in both eyes, which causes reflections off of light surfaces to make everything slightly blurry. Here, I can pull up a visual of an astigmatism, or what it would look like for me, so that you can see what I see. Astigmatism visual. So this is how it was kind of described to me, and it's kind of the way that is. But essentially, over here is what normal people see. Over here is what I see in like the dark. But assume that that's less dramatic in the light as well. It's just everything's a little bit off. Everything's a little bit blurry, no matter the distance from my eyeballs. Such a fun time. So like that versus that. Without, with. Without, with. Anyway. So I go to the eye doctor's, and he does the little flippy thing with the lenses on the eye visual thing. And
Is it better now or now?
Is it better now? Is it better now? Clear or not? Clear or not? So we get to a point where he's like, okay, so we're looking at this thing here. This is what it would look like with glasses. And then he takes it away, and it's my normal vision. And he's like, this is what it looks like without glasses. And I'm like, ah! I'm blind! Because, I don't know, the process of figuring out what your prescription is so mind-boggling, because you fool yourself into thinking, oh, yeah, this is my vision. Actually, it's not. This is what my vision could be. And then he's like, yeah, we'll order you a pair of glasses, come back in 2 weeks. And I'm like, wait. You're just gonna show me what I could see and then take that away from me? I was very emotional about this, Polly, because I had just been given the gift of sight, only to have it ripped away from my person within the same span of like 20 minutes. It was very traumatizing. I could see, and then I could not. Now I have to live with the notion that I won't be able to properly see for another 2 weeks. It was just devastating.
Are contact lenses an option?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can get contacts. I've been a little bit lazy about getting them because I did try to go through the process of getting contacts. The problem is, I don't like having things stuck to my eyeballs.
That's understandable.
Even when they are the least irritating that they could possibly be based on the brands that they have that are available to me as a person. It's not fun. And I would get the daily ones too. And there are different ones that you can get. Mostly I just find that my eyes get really dry with the contacts in them. So I'd have to have a ready supply of eye drops available to me whenever I needed them. And that's just another thing that I'd have to worry about. So I've tabled it for now. I actually think they ordered me some testers and I just never went to go pick them up again. This was like 4 months ago that I did this, I think, last. So there are contacts waiting for me at the eye doctor's that I just never picked up. Oops. I should probably go back and get them. Get the ball rolling again on this business.
Yeah, get on with it.
I should. I know. I've been procrastinating it. I really should. Maybe I'll do it for maybe I'll get that finished before Christmas. It'll be on my list of things to do. Your eyeballs will become desensitized, says Lion Patriot. That's what I've heard. That's what my cousin told me. Because my cousin's got contacts. A few of my cousins, actually. My brother has contacts. My aunt has contacts. My cousin has contacts. It's just... To go from not having glasses to having glasses and then going to the contacts is crazy. And additionally, actually, I'm probably due for another pair of glasses because this eye got worse between the first appointment and a follow-up that I had like 6 months later. So that's fun. I love that. I also have to keep an eye on my eyes because eye issues run in my family. Like I've told you, my grandmother is mostly blind. That might be genetic. I might lose my
She can only see the wrong things you do.
No, she can only see... Okay, so she's completely blind in one eye. And then she can only see the bottom, like, half of everything out of this eye and not very well.
Ooh.
So she's got, like, less than 75% of the vision capacity that a normal human has, which sucks. Big time. That's been the case... Well, it's been progressively worse, but she's always had eye issues for as long as I've been alive. I think for a lot of the time that she's been alive too, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so that's fun. Although I will say I'd prefer to be blind over deaf. Hearing loss would be very devastating, I think. Because how would I watch YouTube? Because I listen to everything.
If you lose one of the senses, I think I'd rather lose sense of taste. I mean, it would suck, but I'd rather see and hear than taste, given the options.
I would rather lose my vision than my hearing or my taste. Because I love music, and I love tasting new foods. Yeah. Closed captioning is a thing. Yeah, but the thing is, I listen to everything all of the time because I'm always doing other things. So, like, I will be listening to an episode of what the fuck ever while I am cooking my food for dinner. Or I'll be listening to music while I am in the shower. Or I will be listening to a podcast while I'm folding the laundry. You know, like all that jazz. I like to listen to things over reading them because I can multitask that way.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah. You can see like people's glasses.
Yeah.
And you can see like the cheek and the side of their face, and you can see just how offset it is from where their cheek and their side of their face is from the other side of their glasses. So you can see how strong the prescription is.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm talking about here, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So you see these motherfuckers, you see these women. They got these, like, because I'm talking about women here.
Okay.
Okay, with these really fucking strong prescriptions. It's like, all right. So you got some strong prescription because you got some poor eyesight. All right. How do they do their eye makeup?
Maybe they do it behind the glasses.
You think? Like, is that what they're doing? Because I'm thinking, like, are they wearing their glasses down on the bridge? Because if they can't see shit, they can't, like, they're going to jab themselves in their eye with a mascara brush. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do they do detailed eyeliner and shit? You got a sharp object right up against your fucking eyeball. You can't fuck around.
Well,
You
I know
need to see
that
what
some
you're doing.
women get makeup tattooed to their face. Like my grandmother, she had her eyebrows tattooed onto her face because she wasn't able to actually put her makeup on. But everything else for her, she uses a really tiny mirror close up to do everything else too. I mean, I'm not saying that she does it very well, her makeup, but she's been doing it with very little vision for a very long time. And she always does it the same way every time. So I think part of it is routine as well. Like if you establish a routine, you can kind of probably do it without looking.
Is that eyeliner pencil? That's the one that freaks me out that women do.
Eyeliner pencil or like eyeliner on the eye like lid, right? Like
Yeah.
here.
Well, yeah, it's getting real fucking close to your eyeball with a sharp object. It's weird.
It's not that sharp.
Well, I'm not
You
saying
just-
you're up there with a fucking dental pick, but I'm just,
Yeah,
still.
no, I get it. I do that quite frequently. If you got to get like right in here. So what I do is I just like pull my eye from this section to this section, and then I just go. So the eye's not even open when I'm doing it, and then I fix it a little bit afterwards. So that's how I do it sometimes. And then if I really want to get super great with it, is I'll take the pencil and I will line the bottom part of this lid. You see? Like not the actual lid itself, but underneath here, the part that connects to the bottom lid. If I want to go a little bit extra with the darkness, get it more dramatic-y and poppy, that you just take the lid and you just like you're about to enter into a horror movie.
Right.
And then same thing with the bottom one. You just pull it away from you and you go. You got to do it real quick too.
You know that thing that women use, that tool that it's like, okay, so I've done my mascara, not mascara. What goes on your eyelashes?
Eyeshadow.
No.
Oh, mascara. Yeah, that is mascara. I'm sorry.
That is mascara. Okay. So you mascara your eyelashes, and then they get this tool that like pinches
the eyelash
them
curler?
Yeah.
Don't use that.
Whenever I see women do that, like I've seen girlfriends do that, and it's like, what the fuck? You all got tools and shit, like specialized tools. It always makes me laugh.
I advise against using that because it pinches off the eyelashes and can cause breakage. And so it essentially defeats the purpose of the eyelash curler in that the point of the eyelash curler is to accentuate the length of the lashes. But if you're just essentially cutting them, because that's what it can do. Not that it always does it, but it can break your lashes because they are hair, people. Tiny little hairs, but they are hair. And they are prone to breakage and falling off and thinning. If you pinch them in that way, it can weaken the follicle, and you don't want that. You can cause a lot of damage that way. So, pro tip from Weebo.
I never do it when I put on my mascara.
Yeah?
No.
Good. I'm glad. And then, women, they tweeze their eyebrows sometimes. Like, there are different ways to get
yes, they do.
the eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do the wax thing, which you can do to get like the bulk of everything off. Some people tweeze them, and some people thread them, which is essentially the act of taking two pieces of thread and then just systemically yanking them out by pulling at the thread.
That
it loosens or strengthens at like different tensions.
Is that how the Hispanic girls get the cholo look? They just thread them all out?
Yep.
Huh.
Essentially, yeah. But you want to make sure that you get it even with like the bridge of your nose or however you want your eyebrows. Everyone does their eyebrows differently. Some women like it bushier, some women not so bushy. Some women like to redraw their eyebrows after they've systemically just yoinked them out of their skull. Kudos to them and their bravery and extra time that they have in the morning to be able to draw eyebrows on their face again after the fact. I like a combination of like the natural look, but also I enjoy the fact that my eyebrows have a natural like angle to them because I think it accentuates my ability to make faces at people.
I ain't ever done shit to my eyebrows. They're just there.
Have you ever had a girlfriend that did your eyebrows for you?
Tried to.
Yeah.
It's like I could shape them a little bit, and she was coming at me with tweezers, and I was like, "Get the fuck back."
Well, that's how you know you found the right woman for you, is if you let her do your eyebrows.
Oh hell no! I'm
Yeah.
gonna be looking like I'm like perpetually angry, surprised, happy, or a cholode. It's-
No, not necessarily. But like, you gotta clean them up a little bit.
Do you?
Weebo, please look up. Someone. Ooh, Lisa wants me to look up a list of terrible eyebrows. Polly, shall we go down this route?
Yeah, let's look at some cholification.
Below eyebrows. Is that really eyebrows? Bad eyebrows. I'm gonna go with badly done eyebrows. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot to open up? The Streamlabs. I'm sorry. I'll do that while I'm also getting things straightened away. All right. Thank you to Shia who donated to say, I was walking my dog this morning when a guy shouted at me, I hope you're going to pick that shit up. I just pulled up my pants and ran. That's funny. And then thank you from the next 6 minutes who donated to say, thanks for being part of the Grand Theft Auto 3 radio station project. Everything edited out awesomely, even though it was longer than I'd planned. You know, Jack Cochran, hard to slow down when he gets started. Highest of fives, Weebs, sub to Weebo. Yeah, so 6 put out a video. It's good done. Go check it out. Okay, so when you say cholo-fied, are you talking about
The lady with the one halfway up her forehead. Holy
Not that
shit, lady. Jesus
You're talking about
Christ.
this
Her.
one?
That's cholification.
She's not even, because that's not even the eyebrow. She's drawn it up here, but it's down here. You can see where it actually is. Like, it's not been shaved off. It's just been foundationed over. Like, she just took super glue and flattened it, and then she put some, like, skin color concealer on top of that shit, and she redrew them all the way up here.
Oh my god, so bad.
Okay, what about... Like, we start off really good, and then we go off into Neverland with that one.
Okay, now you just look like an emoji lady.
Those are the those are natural eyebrows. Polly, this was you sporting?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like I'm looking in the mirror.
Ooh, honey, no. This was an attempt that didn't pan out. Poor lady. How do I make this bigger? But why do women do this? Also, this was a trend for a bit there. I don't know what the point was.
Was it? That was a
It
trend?
was a trend, yeah. Yeah. This was a trend. People tried to make this a thing. There was an attempt made for wiggly eyebrows, and I don't understand.
Holy shit. Okay.
Then we have this. I mean, there's a lot going on here. The eyebrows are one of many concerns. Then there's this one. At least she drew them in the right place this time, but she also, like, decimated them. They don't exist. They are gone. They're bye-bye. Hasta la vista. And then we have these.
Oh, hello.
So, some people are blessed with naturally great eyebrows. Some people not so much. I believe this lady is one of those people that has eyebrows that probably go way lower than they should and start way lower than they should instead of higher on her face, because those look natural, at least not in terms of color, but they look like natural hair on her
She
face.
doesn't look. She's the least of the group so far.
Yeah, this is the least disturbing eyebrow I have seen. It's just
Yeah.
unfortunate, is all. She went all the way from one side to the other. All the way. At least it's like symmetrical, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's a furrowed brow.
Mm-hmm. Nope, not even an attempt. But I don't think. Do you think she did her makeup, or did she let her 5-year-old son do her makeup?
Or her makeup artist thought she was always perplexed and decided to draw it on.
This looks like something that your kid would do during class and hang up on the fridge after coming home from school. That's what this looks like. And then there's these.
Oh.
No effort was made here.
I think no. I think that an effort was made. It was just a big failure.
She just drew a line. That was it.
Well,
you want to talk about
she
big
tried
effort?
her best.
No, she tried her best. A lot of effort was here.
That's an anime character. Holy fuck.
And then there's this. What is this?
Why did that pretty girl do that to her face?
I think this might be photoshopped. I hope this is photoshopped. There's no reason for this. And then also this. At least he removed.
Is it a wig?
Yeah, that's probably a wig, right? That looks fake enough to be a wig. I almost prefer her without the eyebrows. The pink one. The eyebrows don't do anything for me. Oh, this is fixable.
Yeah.
This is. I just woke up like this.
Did someone try and do waves? Is that what happened there?
No, I think she slept on her face.
Oh, okay.
After a shower. And then there's these.
Wow.
I will never understand
the
duck face thing. Like, how do you even eat? Or talk?
Wow.
Like, I don't even want to think about how you kiss, because it's probably that's probably a lot messier than I'd like it to be. Gross. Then there's this. It looks like she's got a natural brow, but they're all the way over here. What happened? What terrible accident happened?
Is this supposed to be like two ends of the same spectrum? Do you know what I mean?
I think
eyebrows
maybe.
Really far apart, and then eyebrows really close together.
Maybe. Oh no!
Whoa! What happened?
Okay. So in the little thing here, Missouri woman's botched microblading procedure. So what essentially happened is women sometimes get their eyebrows tattooed to their face.
Uh-huh.
And if your tattoo artist is incompetent, this is what happens.
You get two eyebrows on one side?
Yes. So over here we see the natural brow.
Uh-huh.
And over here we see the not so natural brow.
Whoa.
The idea is to fill out the natural brow with the microblade brow.
Uh-huh.
Just to kind of make it thicker. Because maybe some women have spotty eyebrows or hair that doesn't grow in certain areas.
Little patchy.
People do it all the time. Yeah. Maybe they have patchy, or maybe it's not as full as they'd like it to be, so they fill it out with microblading procedure. It's what happens when your tattoo artist is drunk with a tattoo
I was
gun.
just going to say completely missed. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Great unfortunate circumstance here, lady. I am so sorry for
Yeah,
your loss.
I'm sorry, Ellen DeGeneres. You don't look good.
And then this lady looked like her head got chopped off at the forehead. That's what this looks like to me. God. I don't know what this is. It looks like she outlined her lips and where her eyebrows should be. I don't know. No! It's a meme. How to parallel park. You gotta just pull up to the car in front and then back in to the spot and stop just before the car behind. No! Oh no. Woman left with horrific infection after getting eyebrows. I'm assuming they were microbladed, but I don't know. Oh, fuck me. That's why. No, you don't mess with the eyebrows. You do not mess with the eyebrows. Fuck. Okay, that's not anything.
Well, that's a Florida man. What?
Portrait of young man with badly cut hair. I think the most atrocious thing about this man is not his eyebrows, rather his attempt at a haircut. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
Hey, Polly. I have a
Yes.
question.
Uh-huh.
I want you to know. I want to ask you if you've noticed. If I'm going crazy, I want to run something by you. All right. I'm going to show you a picture of an actress, a before and after picture of an actress. You're going to tell me if there's something odd about said, well, actress slash singer, I guess. First, I have to pick out the picture. Find the picture. Okay.
Okay.
I want to decide which picture I want. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you the picture. The before picture.
Waiting.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
This is Demi Lovato from Camp Rock.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
This is Demi Lovato now.
Okay.
Did she get a boob job?
Well, they seem unnaturally high on her chest.
It's not just me, is it then?
Yeah, no. They seem like there might be some strange double-sided tape brassiere action working. I don't know, but they look bizarrely high on her chest.
Also, you know how everyone gives Kylie Jenner a hard time because she's gone essentially from pasty white girl to Mexican looking ish.
Ariana Grande?
Well, Ariana Grande is another follower of the spray tan or fake tan lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
That is so Demi Lovato's thing going on here too.
Yeah, very much is. Yes.
Yep. Because she a pasty white girl herself. But she also is into aliens. Did you hear about that?
I did. Yes.
Yeah. Demi Lovato.
I'll be back in just a second.
We're going to talk about this when you get back. The whole alien thing. Chat, what do you think about it? To be fair, Camp Rock was like 15 years ago. Dude, I love that movie. It was such a great movie at the time, and I was a big Demi Lovato stan because I don't know, she seemed cool. But then I guess she suffered the curse of the Disney star, as people are prone to do. And I think she's still going through some shit. I genuinely think that because she's like, I think, okay, she came out as, Demi came out as a they. And we all thought that that was just a cry for attention. But what if Demi is actually losing touch with reality? And here's the evidence to support that. Okay? All right. Demi Lovato says they'd date an alien. Bring me an ET. Singer told Becky G that they'd also made contact with aliens in new interview. Demi Lovato says they're tired of humans and their bullshit and is open to dating aliens. The singer opened up about their thoughts on extraterrestrials on the new Facebook Watch series Face to Face with Becky G. Becky G asked Lovato if there was an ET that hit every box of criteria that would be the most ideal partner. Would you date an ET? Extraterrestrial. Yes, absolutely. I'm so tired of humans. I'm so tired of humans and their bullshit. I'm so over it. Bring me an alien. Lovato joked about how the experience would be out of this world. Zing. Lovato previously claimed referring to extraterrestrials as aliens is derogatory, and the word she no longer used for potential otherworldly visitors. Scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson responded to that claim, saying they have no feeling. The question was raised after Lovato revealed that they had achieved communication with other beings. I have made contact, Lovato said. It's not been in like the ET phone home type of sense, but I've made contact by meditating and looking up and seeing things in the sky that weren't there when I started meditating. So she's meditating, right? She's sitting down, she's meditating. Num, 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 num. 2 hours later, the sky's dark. There are stars up there. Oh, fuck. Aliens. Oh. Yeah, I think Demi's losing it. Whatever she's smoking, I want no part of. The pop star hosts a show where they search for extraterrestrial life unidentified with Demi Lovato. Are you serious? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? That's not a thing. That can't be a thing. It's a thing. Oh boy, is it a thing. We should wait for Polly. Oh, we should wait for Polly. Do you think she's 100% completely serious about this? Or is she like Zach Baggins in the sense of like, not really? Nah. Not really. Does she mean it? There are 4 episodes. Oh. And this just aired too. Guys, I think I found something. I think I found something that I want to cover. For funsies, obviously. Who's Dallas Lovato? This could be fun. If I did like a whole review on this. User reviews. Too much LA artificiality. The personalities in the show, including some of the paranormal investigators, have an artificiality about their behavior and character, so much so that it detracts from the show, and it's obvious that the show's main personalities are out of their element. And instead of trying to fill roles as they go along, the show comes across as trend chasing rather than being an honest show. Okay, so maybe she is faking. Polly! Oh, I thought he was back. I thought I heard a little, but I was wrong. I lied. I kind of want to do the thing. Demi Lovato, their skeptical best friend Matthew, and their sister Dallas attempt to uncover the truth
Hello.
about the UFO phenomena. Hey, Polly.
There we go. Okay. Okay. So you're saying Demi Moore wants to fuck an alien? That's
No, Demi Lovato wants to fuck an alien.
okay. Whatever.
All right, and she
All right.
also has a TV show about aliens. We're gonna watch the trailer, and based off of whether or not this goes well, I might just like watch all the episodes myself and do a review. This could be fun.
Okay.
So we're gonna watch. But I think I neglected to turn on audio sharing. So give me 1 sec. Chrome tab. Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Why you don't want to go? Okay, it's loading the ad. Polly, they're making me wait. I'm salty about it. Okay, I think we're good.
I had this crazy experience that happened to me in Joshua Tree. It was this bright light. It kind of moved in like these weird ways that a plane wouldn't move. My goal is to find out what really happened. I'm Demi Lovato, singer, activist, and UFO experiencer. I'm hitting the road with my best friend Matthew and my sister Dallas.
Say hi to Night Vision.
Hi, Night Vision. To investigate the unexplained and the unidentified.
Let's do a skywatch.
What is a skywatch?
Look up. That's a skywatch.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a skywatch.
Jesus Christ.
Look up. That's a skywatch.
I was about to ask what are you an activist about, but I don't care. I don't even know who this person is.
She's a singer and an activist and a UFO experiencer.
Right.
That's all you need to know, Paul.
Well, apparently. Next 6 minutes. Thank you for the $2.42. I know I promised a more profound message this week. That's fine. But I also had a headache all day, and I can't really think of anything to say other than perhaps a good conversation, Polly, is a good thing. Fist bump. Well, fist bump to you too, 6. I'm, I shouldn't have slugged that, cider.
Yeah.
Well, after taking several milligrams of Klonopin, I certainly shouldn't have.
Holly.
Well, it's not like the bottle warned me. I mean, it did, but I didn't read it.
No, but you just knew for a fact that that is a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It's fine.
All right. We'll take that same attitude and we'll go back to this lovely trailer here.
Yeah, back to the trailer. I'm watching the trailer.
cool.
Cool.
I'm excited. Do you feel like you're going to be able to do this? I don't know.
Who cares? Do what? Stare at the sky?
We're going to meditate.
Hang out in a neon pyramid with your idiot friends and your fucking sisters so you could turn into a giant tax fucking scam?
I wish I could get paid to do this kind of bullshit.
What did she sing? Who is she again?
She's Demi Lovato, the star of Camp Rock. Polly, you ignorant slut. Don't you know anything?
What's Camp Rock?
Polly!
Is this some Disney Channel shit?
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, there you go. That's why I don't know shit about it.
Because you were never a Disney kid.
Fucking right I wasn't. I was into Looney Tunes, man. Looney Tunes is base. Disney's fucking eradicating the redheads.
Well, you're not wrong.
We'll sit in a glowing pyramid and aliens will show up. Oh, I'm Demi.
She so she started off on Camp Rock and then what happened with her? So from what I understand about Demi, she was a Disney star, and then she had some eating disorder troubles, and then she had a solo music career, and that's what's been going on since then. That was it.
And she's like, see, I don't understand these people that don't seem to have jobs, but seem to remain in notoriety because entertainment journalists keep like talking to them. You want to bet money that she's got a podcast where she sits around and talks about her fucking idiotic day?
Does Demi Lovato have a podcast?
Or is a consistent guest on other people's podcasts?
Demi Lovato to launch her first podcast with Candace 13. This was back in May of this year.
What's a Candace 13?
I don't know. They're a podcast company.
Oh.
So it's called 4D with Demi Lovato.
4View.
The pop star... No, 4D with Demi Lovato.
Oh.
The pop star will explore topics of importance to her on a weekly podcast, including mental health, activism, LGBTQ rights, justice, body positivity, art, and the environment.
Blah, blah, blah. So in everything, in other words, everything is important in a lame, superficial way to your Hollywood crowd that you hope to ingratiate yourself to so you can get more work.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Essentially.
Has she come out as bisexual or gay or trans or something yet?
Yeah, she's a they.
She's a they. Oh, well, there you go. Well,
Oh.
I didn't even know that, and I was able to guess that. You know why?
Because she's that person.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's no fucking mystery how I was able to guess. Flipping a coin, someone would be able to guess.
I guess. Ooh, here's something. Living in the fourth dimension means existing consciously in both time and space. But for me, it means having conversations that transcend the typical discourse.
Ooh, it's dialectic, too.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks, Demi.
Nice.
I'm coming more and more to this thing where it's like, boot camp for you. Marine boot camp for you.
Send them off. Send them to the farm.
Yeah, I don't want them beaten. I just want them having to do forced marches at 5 a.m. That's all.
Did you hear about Demi not using the term aliens for extraterrestrials because they found it insulting?
To aliens or Mexicans?
Aliens. Extraterrestrials. Because it's offensive to extraterrestrials.
What do they want?
I think we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything. That's why I like to call them ETs, Lovato said.
Your titties are asymmetrical. Look at that picture on the far right. If you look how asymmetrical they are.
That's a lighting thing.
It's the first thing the aliens are going to notice.
Maybe that's part of the outfit, Polly. You don't know. Maybe it's a stylistic thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's an optical illusion because one side's black and the other side's just without trim, and so yeah.
Talk about eyebrows, though.
Yeah, them some serious eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. In fact. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of Demi. Not so much anymore. All my favorite Disney stars have kind of fallen off. Except for maybe, like, Selena Gomez. What's she doing? You ever hear about Selena Gomez?
No, what's her name ever do?
Who?
What's her name? The blonde. I know that doesn't help.
Taylor Swift?
No, fuck
She wasn't
no.
in
I can tell you
Disney.
exactly what that fucking twit did.
She went on and played that cat in Cats.
Well, she went on and played that Cats and became a fucking bedroom feminist with the lamest fucking talking points ever that some fucking retard fed her. The other one there, the Susie McGuire. What was her name?
Lizzie McGuire?
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire.
Hillary Duff.
Oh, Hillary Duff?
Yeah, she
Wait,
ain't
who
never
do you
done-
want? You want Hillary Duff or do you want Lizzie McGuire? I can't do both.
Well, Hillary Duff played Lizzie McGuire.
Oh.
Jesus. Like, yeah, I don't know if she was technically a Disney kid, Hillary Duff, but like, you know, like, what did she ever do that was right? She never went crazy. She never became an activist for stupid shit. Like,
Wasn't she the one that got written off of her TV show because she got pregnant?
I don't know.
Am I misremembering something?
All I'm saying is their fapping and pictures were on point.
Bye.
What?
Yeah, no, she's perfectly normal, I think.
Yeah.
She's having kids and stuff. Oh, she did pierce her baby daughter's ears, which I cannot get behind. Nope.
If that's the worst thing we live in 2021. This is the least harmful thing Hollywood fucking weirdos are doing to their kids.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna name my kid after fruit and have them choose their own gender and
Oh, speaking of childhood stars, did you hear what happened with Britney Spears?
like how recently?
Like very recently, like her conservatorship got like removed, so she's
Oh,
now
really?
her own woman. And she's free essentially.
Oh, good
Like,
for her.
I don't so much care about the whole like. No, okay, no, good for Britney. I'm glad that she got free essentially. But how fucked up is it that that's a thing that can happen to you?
Yeah, no shit. I
That's
hear you.
nuts. Everything that I heard about a conservatorship is like, okay, so basically you are a slave and someone else gets to make all the decisions for you about everything. Like she can get married. She couldn't have birth control the way that she wanted to applied to her. She couldn't make any decisions about what gigs she wanted to play or not. Like she was just a slave to her conservatorship. That fucked me up when I heard about that. That was nuts. Yeah, and it lasted 13 years. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a long fucking time to deal with that. That's just un-American, goddammit.
God, no. Why didn't we like have a whole hullabaloo about it sooner? Like I don't remember the Britney breakdown very well. Let's see.
Well, that was a long fucking time ago. I mean,
I
holy
was
shit.
10 when that was going on. If it started 13 years ago, I was 10 when that happened. So I don't remember the whole breakdown. But of all the people that have ever had like massive breakdowns like that, oh, hello, small child. Of all the people to have had breakdowns of that public a nature, why was Britney the only one that ended up in that kind of a situation like that? With that amount of control exerted over her life for that amount of time. That seems fucky. Something fishy happened there. Get out of the shot, you butt face. No, get your butthole out of the camera. You put it right up to the webcam. That was some nuts. Okay, so Polly, we're at 9:14 my time. 10:14 your time. I want to say we go another 15 minutes and then close her out.
If that.
Yeah. If that. You want to go to bed sooner?
I don't know if I'm going to go to bed, but I need to stop talking, or otherwise I'm going to cost you your channel. Let me tell you about the Muslims. Let me just...
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I guess we can open it up to chat time.
All right.
Would that be acceptable? Is
Yes.
acceptable?
Yes.
Is that safe enough, Polly?
It depends on what they ask.
It depends on what they ask. I will step in if I feel that you have gone too far. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it is chat time. That is your time to ask us questions, concerns, conundrums, shenanigans that you have. Crazy, lunatic, stalkery questions are not on the table, though. All right, good. Got it.
So what's your next gun, Weebo?
My next gun, I want a rifle. I told you that, I thought.
Oh, okay.
I would like a rifle that I can go hunting with.
Like a
So
bolt
that
action rifle.
Yeah, just something that I can shoot tiny little forest creatures with so that I can fill my fridge up with meat.
Gotcha. Well,
Home-
like tiny like rabbits and upland game birds, or tiny like deer.
I mean, I'll start off with the tinier stuff like ducks and rabbits, but then I'd eventually like to graduate to a bigger meat. Yeah, that's the
get yourself a nice 20 gauge shotgun. There you go.
Doesn't that spray everywhere?
No, the patterns are pretty tight, but if you're hunting rabbits and birds, you want a shotgun.
Really?
Sure you do.
Oh, well, we have shotguns already, so lay down.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about fucking 12 gauge or 00 box. All that's left is fucking blood and feathers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need something something that I can shoot tiny game with. Wouldn't a 22 rifle just suffice as well?
Sure, if you're a good enough shot and you're hunting rabbits, yes. Birds, yeah, you really definitely want a shotgun.
Okay. Can I just shoot the ducks in the river? 2-for-1 special and get the fish and the duck?
You don't want to go shooting a duck with a 22.
No.
Their feathers are like armor. Like, all jokes aside,
Really?
they really are.
Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that.
And once you pluck away all their feathers, like there's not much bird under there.
Oh.
Really? It's like when you look at a goose. Like, they're big, right? And then you pluck them and they ain't so big. It's because their feathers lay on top of each other, and they're very good protection.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Now I do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go hunting. I'd like to learn how to hunt and get my own food so that I don't feel like I'm so dependent on food.
The man.
The man. So from the chat, we have you been following the Rittenhouse trial? Thoughts? Yes, and he's gonna get off. Straight up.
Get ready for the riots.
Yeah.
That's my call.
That's gonna be fun. I can't wait. But like, also, poor Kyle.
Oh man, I realize it could, because he's facing like extremely serious charges, like so jail time, etc., is the major concern. But assuming he gets off, like let's assume that, like his name is ruined.
His name, his likeness, his reputation, everything. His family,
like
everything.
Yeah, ruined. Like if you're his cousin, you're going to be looked at badly. If you're his aunt, you're going to be looked at badly. Like just the fucking media, man. And again, I realize the most serious, foremost thing is the charges against him. But assuming he gets off, it's not like he's like going to be like, fucking doing cartwheels down the fucking street. Like he'll be relieved, but then the weight is going to occur to him that like, man, you need to move somewhere and like change your look and change your name, because like the media has done a fantastic fucking job of absolutely destroying you for the sake of selling ad time and pushing ideology.
Yeah, it's depressing, and spoiler alert, it's also what my video is about, coming out at midnight. So
oh really?
Yeah. Well, not so much, not just that aspect, but it's also me being like vindicated, because I did upload a video when this all went down, and I got shit for it, because it was basically we shouldn't be encouraging 17-year-olds to martyr themselves for the politic cause, regardless of what side they're fighting for.
Did people encourage him to do that before he did it?
Well, not so much encourage, but I meant like the act of heroizing him and glorifying it because, you know, I mean, he was acting heroically. I'm not going to deny that. Not when he defended himself, but before that, when he was out there on the streets doing his part to protect the community. Sure, heroic. But the act of heroizing a 17-year-old for that, I feel like it does a lot more damage than it does good. Not just on the part of kids now see that as an example of something to ascribe to, live up to, but also the act of heroizing Kyle Rittenhouse for one side effectively puts a target on his back for the other side.
Mm.
So, and because you've martyred him, he is now a punching bag. That's super depressing. Anyway, so that's what my video is coming out about. Thanks, Daniel Fullman. I was trying to be like super sneaky about it, but that's fine.
Daniel Fulman asked, "Do you think Rittenhouse was really crying?"
Absolutely.
Sort of. I think he was having a panic attack and was having an asthma attack at the same time, and it provoked him to cry. That's what the breathing. You could. This is my call. I'm not trying to be a medical doctor, but like I heard someone choking and breathing and having an asthma attack and a panic attack, and then tears came because of that, and that's understandable.
He was absolutely having an episode on the stand, and it was hard to watch, but that was the moment that I was like, I stand by what I said a year ago, 100%. We shouldn't be doing this to kids. This shouldn't be the thing that we encourage. But anyway, I digress.
Zelthor said he should start a punk band. Is he a musician?
I don't think so. I know he wanted to either be a nurse, a paramedic, or no, a nurse, a firefighter, or a police officer. Like, those were the three things that he wanted to be. And I do believe at some point he was a police explorer because he was on the track to do that.
He did say that he had been a police explorer. Mm-hmm. And paramedics are fucking rock stars, man, in my opinion. So
my dad was a paramedic, so I agree.
God, your dad is fucking super Chad. I didn't know.
You already said this. You did know this. I told you about it.
Well, at least you know my opinions are consistent, okay?
Yeah. Super Chad Jones over there. He good boy.
Yeah, paramedics are hardcore, man. Emergency medicine is fascinating, and paramedics are like peak of the field, man. Yeah. And then there's like the demigods of the field, helicopter paramedics.
Oh yeah. My dad, he doesn't like to tell me this story, but one of the more profound stories that he's told me about his days as a paramedic were like of the ones where he felt he was on call, right? And he's pulling this woman out of her car or whatever, and he literally just feels the life drain out of her as he's holding her. And that stuck with him, apparently. So I'm like, I'm not surprised that Kyle, having killed 2 people, was profoundly impacted by that experience.
Oh, yeah.
It does shit to you. Death does shit to you. I mean, like, I know it's a part of life and all, but it does have an impact to face mortality that, like, directly. Sorry, dear. He just closed the door on me. It's gonna fuck you up. Good thing
I'm trying to sleep here. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Did you just get one of those?
That was the look, I think. It was the... like,
wow. That's not a very complimentary impression you just did.
Well, he did the like squinty eye thing, like it's too bright in here and I'm not used to the light. Heathen, how dare you? Yeah.
Wondering, Lisa says Kyle needs to do a Sandman on the legacy media. Well, he was underage at the time, and they called him everything in the fucking book.
Yep.
Accused him of being a racist and a white supremacist and every other goddamn thing. And something that I didn't know about civil law in many a state is that you don't have to prove intent. You just have to prove damage.
And there's a lot there.
And there's a lot there. And so much like Nick Sandman, it's settlement. And it's, everybody wants to see the discovery and all the other stuff come out and the depositions and so on. And I can certainly understand that. But with Nick Sandman, I certainly understand why he settled, because it's like, what college is going to accept him? What fucking, they have ruined him in a great many ways. You know what I mean? And with Kyle Rittenhouse, same thing, ruined him. You need money to live now, because in a lot of ways, this guy has his earning potential is fucked.
Shot in the foot. He will not work a day in his life for a normal company. He will never go to college, most likely, unless it's online.
What college, except for like a small college, like whatever the fuck, like is going to want to accept him, because immediately news entertainers are going to swarm down. Like, let's say he gets into University of Pennsylvania. It'll be like the news entertainers will swarm the campus and be like, why are you willing to accept the white supremacist murderer? And they'll have the dean will have to explain and so on and so forth. So they're just going to take the easy route out, which I can understand, and just not accept him. No matter what his fucking SAT, blah, 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 credits are and how much work he's done.
Fucking genius, and it wouldn't matter, because that is too much weight for any one individual college to want to have to deal with. And I agree with you, Lisa. I'd say Kyle has been smeared more than Sandman. Like, that was that was child's play compared to what they did to Kyle. They murdered him and his reputation. Yeah, even the fucking president smeared him.
Yeah.
That's fuck.
Sue Joe. Fucking sue him.
I'd donate to that cause. Fuck.
You fucking idiot. Well, as if the fucking geriatric houseplant's in charge of his own social media, as if he fucking put that together and figured that out and sent that. Each president has their own personal counsel, and they'll pass it along to whoever his social media account person was, and he'll disavow any responsibility for it.
Yeah. Sorry, our president is not in a good headspace to be able to actually take responsibility for his own words.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, we're talking about Joe Biden. You think he knows how to operate a fucking smartphone? He's like picking up one of those phones off the wall and holding the thing to his ear and going, click, 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 operator, I need Klondike 563. Like, It'll be That's an old-timey joke for those who get it.
The trial has been interesting to watch, I'll say. Little Banger has been an absolute delight for me. As someone who is interested in lawyering and law and such, that whole exchange with him and the judge was just beautiful.
Yeah, and talking to a few of my friends that are
lawyery,
well, of the left, the whole story for them has become about the judge. They're not even talking about the trial or Rittenhouse or guilt or innocence or whatever. The whole thing is about the judge now.
Yeah, because he has shown a favor to Kyle when the ADA has decided to be an absolute twat waffle.
And I don't blame them particularly. Mm-hmm. It's I said this before and I'll say it again. These are people with 9-to-5 jobs, and then they have to sleep and they have to transport to and from work, and then they have to have a personal life. So what they get in terms of news is in their news feed on their phone. And what is the news story? What are the news stories about when they read about the Rittenhouse trial over the past week? The judge, the judge, the judge.
Yeah.
So in a lot of ways, it's difficult to blame them because with all of that else, all those other things going on in their life, they should be doing deep research into finding out what's going on. They're not sitting at home watching the whole fucking trial. Like,
commentators and lawyer people who
Sinatra
set
and
aside.
me and you and
Well, I have a 9-to-5 job too, but like my job is such that
yeah, but
it
you know
affords me
crazy
the-
people like us.
Well, yeah, but I also have a job that allows me to sit in a cubicle for 9 hours a day coding and paying side attention to whatever it is that I'm listening to, and I just so happen to be listening to the trial
Right.
while I'm coding, so
Right.
I keep up to date.
Even
Laura's being a
Sinatra,
software
I
engineer.
joke about Sinatra. Even he hasn't been able to follow. He's got kids. He's got things to do. Right. He's missed all fucking huge portions of it. Right. Like the only people who watch it 24/7 are the media people and whatever. Mostly the media people watching for little things that they can make ideological points with and sensationalistic points with, because that's kind of their fucking job.
Yeah. Now I will say that the what do you call it? The coverage by Ricada. Have you been watching that?
Bits and pieces as I can, yes.
That's been impressive too, because I'm not just watching the actual trial, but the numbers and monitoring the numbers as they're coming through. It's like compared to the actual established legacy media, super impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 70,000 people concurrently on one live stream.
Yeah.
I think was like the max that I saw when I saw it. Impressive. Fuck. And I think that is like partially a saving grace is to that, because now people get to actually see people deconstructing this real time, explain it to them, because we, the general public, don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
No, yeah, and it is interesting to hear like lawyers, and they're shitposty lawyers, no question, smart asses. So, but at least it is. How can I say it? Yes, they're being very, very opinionated from their own political perspective, but they are lawyers. How is it different though watching, you know, a CNN or MSNBC roundtable where there's a bunch of lawyers there that are 6-figure paid lawyers to just sit there and talk authoritatively as if they know what's going on, and they're clearly on the side of the prosecution. You know, looking at you, Jeffrey Lubin Tubin.
Jeffrey Lubin Tubin.
Yeah, he was the guy who got caught buck naked jerking off on a Zoom call.
Oh, that guy. Oh, how could we forget that guy?
Yeah. Yeah, he's back on CNN as their chief legal analyst. What kid decides to go remove graffiti with a giant gun? Obviously, he would. No, there's nothing obvious about it. You're entering into blog territory. This is why you are not a trial lawyer. You're a bullshit artist. You're a naked jerker that's managed to fucking fuck off, Tubin, you scum fuck. Don't you have your mistress's child to take care of after your wife fucking divorced you when she found out that you fucking had a fucking kid on the side, you scumbag fuck? No, I'm not making that up. That's true of him. Well, I'm just saying, this is the guy who's going to, you know.
This is the moral authority that we're going to cop to? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't want to be with your wife anymore? Fucking divorce her. You're a fucking lawyer. You don't know a bunch of divorce lawyers?
I can guarantee he probably does.
Well, yeah. Then fucking divorce her. But he's Jeffrey Lubin Tubin. It's a lot better to just go knock up my fucking mistress and then keep it as a secret from my wife for years until she finds out and then divorces me.
Holly, a lawyer knows exactly what happens if he goes through a divorce. It's expensive for the male. It's very expensive.
Well, it became more expensive after what he did played itself out.
I bet.
And that's why he doesn't write for the New Yorker anymore, because they don't want Lubin Tubin around.
That makes sense. And it had nothing to do with the fact that he was just kind of sitting there with his junk out in the middle of a Zoom meeting. Nothing to do with that.
It was a mistake. I thought the different camera was on.
Oh. Okay, anyway, so we are OT. I am about to post that video and go to bed.
Cool.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Polly, do you have anything that you want to show before we hop off?
No.
No. Not anything.
Well, there's AAA tomorrow, And then there's AAA on Wednesday on my channel. And there's AAA on Friday on Sinatra's channel.
Yeah.
And AAA on last Friday. Weebo was there, and it went a spectacularly long time.
It did.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that. I just was there.
I was just there. It was a fun time once
go.
I eventually showed up after getting fucked by my insurance company. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. Did they get sorted out, by the way?
Well, the way that I described it on the stream got sorted out. Yeah, they charged me for a full year and then charged me for a month and then told me, oh, well, we'll reimburse you for the full year after we've charged you for a month. So you charged me for 13 months and I have to wait 5 to 10 business days, which means a full 10 business days before they reimburse me for that. And in the meantime,
you're fucked.
You're fucked. No, well, chat was very generous, so that was very helpful. But it, I also figured out what I'm going to be doing for Weebo's Christmas extravaganzas.
Spoiler alert.
Well, wait, you told everyone you're doing it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I actually say to everyone live that I'm doing the Christmas show? Or did I allude to the fact that I might be doing it? I thought I was keeping it. Oh, well, fuck it. We're doing the Christmas variety show, and I'm pestering the people for bits and pieces of variety things to enter into the show. And they haven't gotten it to me yet.
She didn't want all of it to be good, so she asked me to do something too. So there you go.
Well, you and Sinatra, so don't.
Well, there you go.
I get it. I asked a whole bunch of my friends on the internet, on the interwebs, to do a little short something or another, anything they wanted. And so we're gonna do a Christmas variety charity stream. I don't have a date for you yet. I have a due date for the videos that I need them by, but other than that.
And Gamer Valine showed up just in time. There you go. Dick measurements seem to be a metric, and of course, Polly ruined it. Well, that's why I'm here. Everything can't be fun. We got to have pauses and lacuna, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, Polly, I have fun whenever we're on the same stream together.
Yeah, but you enjoy dour, morose things, so yeah.
Yeah, so that makes you the perfect co-host for me.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, and other than your video, that's going live right after the show?
Not right after, but at midnight.
At midnight, okay, cool.
Yeah. So other than that, nothing on the docket. I mean, I have an idea, but it's a little bit late in the game. I think I'll table it for the next time it comes around, because it's going to happen again. I'm positive, because it's a trend. It's a trend. It's a trend that happens every election cycle. So I'll just wait until the next one, and I'll keep collecting all of the things. It just didn't work out the way that I wanted to, that I would get 2 videos out this last week. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Fair enough.
It's fine. Other than that, got nothing else. I don't know. I think right now I am scheduled for side quest on Friday. If that changes, then so be it. But right now, I'm pretty sure it's just Friday. Oh, and Polly, you and I have a movie night on Saturday.
We do?
Yes, we do. 7 o'clock.
What movie?
Central Standard Time. I don't know. I thought it was your choice.
Oh, what? Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Here we come.
Okay. Oh, that's the other thing, too.
I'll think up something actually good.
That's the other thing, too, is we had movie night on Wednesday in the Discord, so if you guys want to be a part of that, definitely check that out in the description. There's a link down there to the Discord. Verify yourself, and we will have a movie night. I have no idea what we're watching on Wednesday yet, but we'll see. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've been your host. This has been my co-host, Polydub. We have been Cocktail Hour. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week, Sunday. Same time, same place, same honor, same face. We'll see you then. Thanks, everyone, for coming out and for all the donations.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.